Welcome to the session on the subject of economics for class 12 as prescribed by embossed syllabus. This is the textbooks on introductory macroeconomics published by NCERT. The first topic we are going to learn is on the introduction of macroeconomics. At the end of this session, you'll be able to learn the emergence or the origin of macroeconomics, the meaning of macroeconomics, and the distinction between microeconomics and macroeconomics. First, on the emergence of macroeconomics. The world economy saw a peculiar situation during 1929. It was known as the Great Depression. It's a situation where all economic activities were depressed. And to further elaborate on the situation during Great Depression, there were low wages earned by the workers, low profit and low production faced by firms and industries, and a greater rate of unemployment for people. John Maynard Keynes, through his book The General Theory, published in 1936, suggested various solutions to remove these problems. His approach was to examine the economy in its entirety and examine the interdependence of the various sectors. Thus, the macroeconomics as a subject was born. This is the full name of the book, General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money by John Maynard Keynes, but in short we call it the General Theory. Now let's go to the definition of macroeconomics. The word macroeconomics has been derived from the Greek word makros, which means large. It's a branch of economics which deals with the economy as a whole. It's a part of economics which studies overall averages and aggregates of the system. Its major variables are aggregate demand, aggregate supply, general price level of inflation, and national income. It explains the functioning of the economic system as a whole, it's in its entirety, in aggregate form, and it is also called the income theory. Now, the third part of our discussion is to bring about the distinction between the microeconomics we have learned in class 11 and macroeconomics. Microeconomics is concerned with an individual economic unit and how they make decisions. For example, how a consumer decision regarding what to buy and how to buy, etc. And from the firm point of view, he has to also decide on what to produce and how to produce. Macroeconomics, on the other hand, deals with the aggregates of the economy, such as national income, total employment, general price level, etc. The second distinction is, while the former, that is the microeconomics, main objective is to analyze the principles, problems, and policies for the achievement of the goal of optimum utilization of resources, the subject of macroeconomics investigates the principles, problems, and policies relating to the achievement of full employment and expansion of its productive capacity. Microeconomics assumes other things being equal, or ceteris paribus, full employment, perfect competition to explain any theory or its laws. Whereas macroeconomics does not have those kind of assumption, but it assumes the allocation of resources, distribution of income, and population growth as given. This is how we look at the point of view graphically between microeconomics and macroeconomics, where in the side of macroeconomic, you'll have the individual, the household production firm taking the individual decision, whereas macroeconomics look from the point of view of the economy as a whole. So from the discussion, I hope you have learned about three things. How does macroeconomics gain prominence? Remember the name of John Maynard Keynes. We have learned about the meaning of macroeconomics, and we have learned about the distinction between microeconomics and macroeconomics.